Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Avatar The Last Airbender, the Netflix adaptation of Avatar The Last Airbender, Season 1, Episode 5. If you want to see my reaction videos about the previous episodes, I'm gonna put the links for some episodes, for the playlist that I made for it, in case you want to watch all of these reaction videos into the chronological order. I'm gonna put also into the link the playlist that I made when I binge watched with you guys all of the original show, when I discovered it with you guys, when I fall in love with these characters and in particular Iroh. If you want to know why and how much I love Iroh, click on that playlist, you know, for the original show, and you're gonna see me falling in love with Iroh. And I'm gonna put also the playlist that I made for The Legend of Korra, the spin-off based on Avatar The Last Airbender. Not a lot of fans, you know, I mean, not a lot of regular fans watched The Legend of Korra, so if you want to discover it or to rewatch it, I'm gonna put the playlist also for it. Right there, it's the adaptation of Avatar The Last Airbender by Netflix. Like all of the fans, regular, like fans like me, like hardcore fans, because I'm not considering myself as an hardcore fan. Hardcore fans, you know, they have really a close mind and a close heart for adaptations, you know, like they're not gonna accept anything, and I can already imagine that the two last episodes, they hated them because of the fact that the writers had to make a lot of change. It's something that I can understand, because these hardcore fans, they don't want any change. Me, how I dealt with it, I was hesitating at first, because I was like, okay writers, I see what you want to do, you want to stay loyal to the original show, you want to please the fans, so you are mixing a lot of narrative arcs at the same place, at the same time, and okay, I see what you are doing. Are you really gonna do it great? And the second episode, you know, the episode 4 answered to me, yes, they did it great, in the sense that we had the conclusion for each one of these narrative arcs, you know, for Jet, for Sai, for everything, and also we had the subjects that these stories were bringing into the original show explored really less than into the original show, for sure, because again, they mixed a lot of stories, so they can't take the time that they would need to do the exact same thing. But at the same time, it's a season of 8 episodes, so they don't have that much time. In fact, they can't do really an adaptation, a perfect adaptation, no matter what, you know. Even if, for example, they wouldn't have done the story about Jet, only the one about Sai and Theo, still, what? We would have won 5 more minutes of it? Like, it's not that much, so I was okay for the mix. I was waiting to see the conclusion and if the subjects would be explored. We had good conclusions, they talked about the subjects. I would have wanted more, but at the same time, they talked about it more, these subjects, you know, through Bumi and Aang, so it was okay for me, it was well done. The little surprises that I had during the previous episode, it was about the secret tunnels. And the song, I didn't know that we would have it. I really didn't know. That was such a good surprise. And I had a little bad surprise with it, if I can say it like that, because the resolution of that moment, normally it's not that. Right there, I appreciated that they made it about Sokka and Katara, the fact that they used that tale, that story for a family relationship, and even more because since 3 episodes they were showing that these two, they don't understand each other, they are still considering each other as kids, you know, and having themselves, you know, showing the love that they share as a family, and that it's the strongest thing, you know, in fact, into their relationship, the fact that they love each other, that they are close, they are a family. It was cool, it was nice, so I'm okay for the secret tunnels to be used like that. But at the same time, I'm like, normally it's supposed to be a big moment, a big scene for a ship, you know? And because of that, I'm like, I don't know. Shippers can ship, and I'm okay for that. I'm all for that. It's cool as long as people are not insulting each other because they don't share the same ship. I'm okay for people to ship. And I can already imagine that this moment, you know, with Zuko almost catching Katara, you know, like that, I can imagine that shippers of their potential relationship, you know, Zuko and Katara, they're gonna appreciate a lot that moment. But the fact that we don't have that particular moment that we're supposed to have for shippers of Aang and Katara, a moment which is truly happening into the original show, which is so important for that ship, which is the one which is gonna truly happen, you know, be the end of this show, that it's bothering me. Like, give things to shippers, okay, but to all shippers, and even more the shippers who are shipping the thing which is gonna be canon. Do you know what I mean? So yes, I was a little bothered by it, but like I said, at the same time, I understand why they used that moment for Sokka and Katara. I found that great. So okay, fine for me. The other surprise that I had during the previous episode made me cry a lot. I had to make a break. I was a mess. It destroyed me. Because it was about Iroh. Because it was about Iroh mourning his son. Because it was about Iroh and Zuko's relationship. Why Iroh chose to follow Zuko. Because they used the musical scene, that song, which is made normally for the tree scene with Iroh visiting his son. Leaves from the Vine. You know which song I'm talking about. I was not prepared for them to use that song. Like, you know, really mentally I prepared myself, and I'm already preparing myself because I still want it for that scene during the season 2. Like, I didn't even finish the season 1, and even before beginning the season 1 I was already preparing myself for the season 2 and that particular scene. So clearly, to have the musical theme of this song, you know, right now, I was not prepared. I was a mess. It destroyed my heart. I cried a lot. It was awful and beautiful at the same time. I almost talked French. I wanted to say voilà. Like, really, voilà. I can't say anything else about that. Just voilà. That's it. Okay? It's like that. I can't describe more how I felt, why I felt like that, and how I'm gonna feel, and all of that. I love Iroh with all of my heart. I can cry for him at any moment. His relationship with Zuko, same. That song, I'm beyond tears. Like, I'm the ocean. I'm an ocean of tears. During the previous episode, I also appreciated that we had this moment with that soldier and Iroh, to also remember to the viewers, the old fans, and also maybe to say to the new ones that Iroh is not a perfect guy, no. He committed mistakes, like big ones. He was a general during a time of war, so he gave the orders to fight and to kill a lot of people. And that was one of the subjects explored during the previous episode, the fact that in time of war, you have to make decisions which are awful, which are gonna imply to do bad stuff, to kill some people. Doesn't mean that you appreciate it, you're loving it, you're all for it, not at all. You have to not be blinded by hate and to understand that it's like that, you know, it's awful, but you have to understand that also right now into this war, you're going nowhere with it. Like, at some point, everyone suffered, everyone lost someone that they loved, so to be just motivated, you know, by the desire of revenge, it means that it's never gonna stop, and it can't be like, it's not like that you can end on war. So yes, we had a lot of things about that during the previous episode. I'm gonna watch one more episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have these episodes earlier, hours earlier. You have them with an extended or full action part. For now I didn't put any full action part, maybe at some point it's gonna come, I can't predict that in advance. No matter what, extended reaction part, which are gonna be really longer. I just edited the episode 1 and it was already 15 minutes longer, the reaction part, without playing with opacity for sure. And yes, it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. If you want and if you can, it can be appreciated. I'm a little reactor right there on YouTube, but also on my Patreon. So if you want and if you can, come on my Patreon. Let's go for this episode. And I'm sorry about the weather, it's changing a lot, like suddenly it's really sunny, suddenly it's a storm, suddenly you can hear the storm also and a lot of rain. I'm sorry for that, you know, like, I can't change the weather. Believe me, if I could, I would. Let's go.
Why would they do this?
Why did they do anything?
This is all my fault. It's the Avatar's job to protect the natural world.
How many more forced have died because I wasn't here? Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, the guilt, the shame, like really anger. Mama? To have a new tree?
Gran says life is a cycle. And out of death comes new life. This will be a forest again. That's what you should see. Seeds for the future. Not past mistakes.
Always there to support him. Hello.
No, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. My name's Sokka. Rhymes with Aka and Waka Waka.
Nah!
She don't need her for me.
Shion? Is Shion your friend? Or is he...
Sokka!
No, wait. We're not gonna cause trouble.
No.
She was just scared.
Did you hear about the rumor?
Something bad happened here. Didn't it?
Please forgive my manners. The firebenders just wanted to clear a path as they moved through the mountains.
And that's why they burned down the forest?
Our crops started dying up. Our animals stopped grazing. It's almost as if the land itself had gotten sick. A few days ago, we sent out an expedition to search for food. And they never came back. My son, Shion, he was with them. Something beyond this world.
You can feel it, Aang.
You're right. The people are beyond this world. But I can get them back. I've always admired how you manage your commanders. You always seem to know how to get the most out of their talents. Now,
Such an hypocrite.
if it were me, I'd send more resources to Zhao. Water the most promising seeds.
Her costume, really, her look looks so great. So much like Azula.
Tell Colonel Shinu to mobilize the archers and alert the Chancellor. I'll be redirecting some funds. Zhao didn't discover the Avatar, Zuko did. He's the one who displayed resilience and dedication. That's what I expect from a future heir. Not self-serving flattery and coy whispers.
Girl is not okay with that. Girl is gonna try to do better. That's really what she's saying to herself right now.
A shrine to the spirit of the forest. This is the place.
So, what do we do?
You wait and you
We
protect.
watch over Aang.
And how will we know that this works?
I'm not sure.
I'm getting hungry.
Hey! Do you mind? I'm trying to concentrate here.
It took you time, but you did it, Aang.
Sokka, I think it worked.
Katara? What is happening?
I don't know. I separated my spirit from my body, but somehow I brought you guys with me.
How is that possible? Well, get us back! Get us back now!
I'm sorry. From the spirit world.
Like when you met Kyoshi. Please, less blur for the rest of the episode. I understand for the first scene, but for after that...
I heard some waterbenders might have been around these parts not long ago. Did you see them? No. But you remember hearing them. Sorry. Perhaps this will help. Now, did you see the waterbenders?
No.
No.
Iroh?
The Avatar might be traveling with some waterbenders.
What did you say?
The Avatar. He's with some waterbenders.
They know
Oh,
about
the Avatar.
about him.
It's hard to... No, it wasn't the pirates. It was that cannon guy.
I'm gonna lose him.
I'm gonna lose everything!
The hunters will be out. There's blood in the water.
Help me! She's crazy!
Ooh, looking so good! But not this village. I mean,
Die, you idiot. I only get half if you die. What are you looking at?
A low-life bounty hunter.
Oh, like. Big talk for a little boy. I'll let it pass because your dad's kind of cute.
he sings the same of you.
None of you belong in here.
Well, who said that?
Let's look at it.
That is one big brain.
Birdie, I am no birdie. I am the spirit of knowledge itself.
Oh no! I'm sorry, I'm not okay with that
Who are you
change.
talking to?
Their small minds are
And
incapable
clearly you're supposed to be
I hear you.
met somewhere else, you know, and during such an important period of Aang's life.
There are creatures in here that will do far more than devour your body. They'll eat your soul.
Hey, what's he saying? All we want is to find our missing friends and we'll get out of here.
There is one who lives in a stone hut not far beyond the woods. He may know what's become of your friends. There are things in here that will reveal truths to humans. Truths they're never prepared to face. Farewell, Avatar. And remember, stay on the path.
For sure you look amazing. But I don't know, you know.
Could have hurt him. That's his fault. He should have been better. Except this wasn't about the trainer. Was it?
To introduce them so early to already show things.
You're perfect.
No!
June is the best at what she does, and that's finding people.
She's a mercenary. How can you trust someone like that?
June is a professional. If she fails, she doesn't get paid, and she doesn't eat.
He said it could be dangerous for you guys in here. That you might have to face the truth.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I can deal with the truth. But I can't deal with just getting eaten by some giant spirit monster.
I had to say something.
Do you think that he jinxed you? Looking great!
The Bible said it'd be okay as long as we stay on the path.
We're on the path, we're on the path.
Get off the path! It's the spirit of the forest. It's wounded.
Wounded and mad.
I can't bend. I can't bend. I can't either. Look out!
Hey, Sketchy, why'd you pick us up on your own side?
He can still fight.